kunja-vihari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja-vihari. Gopi-jana-vallabha Girivaradhari. Gopi-jana-vallabha Girivaradhari. Yashoda-nandana Vrajajana-ranjana. Yashoda-nandana Vrajajana-ranjana. Yamuna-tira vanachari. Yamuna-tira vanachari. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Srila Prabhupada. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada. Jai Jai Gurudev, 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 Jai Gurudev. Jai Gora Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nita Gora Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Jayam Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivrajagacharya Astutarasita Srisimadi Divine Grace. ISKCON founder Acharya Jagat Guru Sri Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki Jayam Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivrajagacharya Astutarasita Srisimadi Divine Grace. Sri Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada ki jai. Nanta Kori Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai. Amacharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki jai. Prem to Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhakti Vrinda ki jai. Shri Radha Krishna Gopal Gopinath Shyam Radha Kunda Giri Gauravadan ki jai. Vrindavan Dham ki jai, Mathura Dham ki jai, Navadvip Mayapur Dham ki jai, Jagannath Puri Dham ki, Jamuna Mai ki jai, Ganges Mai ki jai, Tulasi Devi ki jai, Bhakti Devi ki jai, Samaveta Bhaktivinoda ki jai, Nitai Gaura Premanande. All glories assemble devotees. All glories assemble devotees. All glories assemble devotees. All glory to Shri Guru Sri Gauranga. Krishna Padya Krishna Pritya Buddhalis Mati. Bhakti Chircha Shambhri Mr. Krishna Padya Pupada Shitani. Shri Gaura Karana Shakti Bhakti Chircha Chana. Om Magyati Mirandasya Gyananjana Salakayan Chakshulunmilitam Jena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhistam Sapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Tatati Swapadantikam Vandiham Sri Gurun Sri Utapadakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavam Cha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Deva Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sivisakan Vitam Cha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopisa Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrisabhana Suti Devi Pranamami Hari Priya Panchakalpataru Yascha Kripa Sandhigaivacha Patitanam Pavanibhyo Vaishnavyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Sivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Srila Prabhupada ki Mukunda-mālā-stotra ki jai. Shri Kulaśekhara Maharaj ki jai. Hare Krishna. Mukunda-mālā-stotra. Text number 9. Is it correct one? Sarasija? Okay. On 9. Here is 10. The commentary is 10. Sarasija Nayane Sasanka Chakri
Sarasija Nayane Sasanka Chakri
Mura Vidima Virama Swachitarantum Sukataram Aparam na jatu jane Hari Charana Smarana Natmatena Tulyam Sarasija Nayane Sasanka Chakri Mura Bidima Virama Swachittarantum Sukhataram aparam na jatu jane Hari charana smarana mritena tulyam Sarasija nayane sasanka chakre Mura bidima virama swachittarantum Sukhataram aparam na jatu jane Hari charana smarana mritena tulyam
Sarasijanayane sasanka chakre Murabidima viramasva chittarandam Sukhataram aparam najatu jane Hari charana smarana mritena tulyam Sarasijanayane sasanka chakre Murabidima viramasva chittarandam Sukhataram aparam najatu jane Hari charana
Tajis. Sarasija, like the lotus flower born in a born in a lake. Nayane, whose eyes, Sa, together with Sanka, his conch, Chakre, and this weapon, Mura Bidi, in the annihilator of the demon Mura. Ma Viramaswa, please never cease. Chitta, O mind, Rantum, to enjoy. Sukhataram, extremely pleasurable. Aparam, anything else. Na, not. Jatu, at all. Jane, I know. Hari Charana, of the feet of Lord Hari. Smarana, of the remembrance. Amritena, the immortal nectar. Tulyam, equal to. Translation and purport. O mind, please never stop taking pleasure in thinking of the Mura demon's destroyer, who has lotus eyes and bears the conch and disc weapon. Indeed, I know of nothing else that gives such extreme pleasure as meditating on Lord Hari's divine feet. Please repeat. O mind, Please never stop thinking.
Please never stop thinking.
Sorry. Please never stop taking.
Please never stop taking
Pleasure.
pleasure
In thinking of the Mura demon's destroyer.
of the Mura demon's destroyer,
Who has lotus eyes
lotus eyes,
and bears the conch
there is no
and disc weapon. Indeed, I know of nothing else that gives such extreme pleasure as meditating on Lord Hari's divine feet. Kulaśekhara Maharaj continued to speak, to show us how to meditate. He's speaking to the mind. Please don't stop taking pleasure. Don't. Do not stop taking pleasure in thinking of Murari, Murari, Murari. Don't stop. Don't stop taking pleasure. By thinking of Murari, it gives pleasure. It is what he's saying. If people are looking for pleasure, people want to be happy, to be satisfied. But there is nothing in this world, zero, that makes one happy. Zero. Nothing in this world. Our material body, our material body, this body can give us pleasure. What do you want to chant? That is pleasure? This body is you want to drink nectar. Chanting the holy name is nectar. But the body is weak. That's pleasure? You want to chant, you want to enjoy, you want to connect with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. But the body does not agree. Different reasons. Such a prayer, is it not? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. That's pleasure? That's pleasure? So what's in this world? What's in this world? One thing in this world that can give someone pleasure. What is it? Doctor?
Loving service to the Lord.
You're not in this world. Devotion is not part of this world. You're not part of this world. Bhagavatam said, Bhakti, Bhakta, Bhagwan. You're not here, it's Goloka. They only came here to connect us. These three things are not here. But we are so conditioned, so unfortunate. We're so unfortunate. We're thinking, matter can enjoy matter. That is our thinking. 𝐾𝐡𝐤𝐴 said that. Matter can enjoy matter. You understand? You understand? Matter can enjoy matter. If you rub this you get blocks with this, they will enjoy it. There's pleasure here. I know what I'm asking. They enjoy it like that? They feel anything? This is what we do. This is body is matter. Rub you another body, matter. This enjoyment? Huh? It is fatigue. That is fatigue. What is the proof? We are tired. We are tired. 𝐁𝐴𝐴 is tired. The 𝐶𝐸 Swami, they are tired. Why? They are not acting here. They are not rubbing matter with matter. They are connected with the divine. That is the process. So Kulaśekhara Maharaj said, please, my dear mind, don't stop taking pleasure in thinking of Murari. Murari. If we think about Lord Hari, we will drink nectar. That's it. That is where nectar is. What we are looking for, it is with Hari. Murari. He has lotus eyes. Murari has lotus eyes. He has lotus eyes, along with chakra and sanga. This is what you see the Lord Vishnu. He has Sudarshan chakra and he has the lotus flower. Lotus flower is for the devotees. Sudarshan chakra is for the asuras. The demons. For the demons. So this is the vision of Kulaśekhara Maharaj. That's what he sees. He's seeing this. And he's getting pleasure. Therefore he's advising. He's advising. Don't stop. We should not stop. Thinking about Krishna. How will we not stop? How will we not stop thinking of Krishna? We will not stop if we continuously hear. Continuous hearing. Not stop. If you don't hear, we will stop. If you don't want to stop, we should continue to hear. Nitya Bhagavata Sevaya. What's the result of that? Abhadranu, Nasayana, Abhadranu, Abhadreshu, Abhadrani, Abhadreshu. All the inauspicious, all the necessary things, Abhadra, they will be removed, they will be destroyed. Destroyed. Completely. 100%. That is the process. The process is to hear about Krishna continuously. Not stop. And also chanting like this, the glories of Krishna. We will be free from Murasura. Murasura is in Bhagavatam, 10th canto. We have discussed about it that day. Murasura. He was Krishna's own son, but Krishna killed him because he had bad association with who? He had bad association with who? Say now, you usually say something. It's King Vena. Yes, Vena. Narakasura is his friend. They are friends. So that's why he wanted to avenge the death of his friend. So they are friends. Demons, they will associate with demons because they have things in common. So devotees should not have friends with non-devotees. Devotees have friends with friends. It's incompatible. If a devotee have friend with a non-devotee, will become non-devotee very soon. Because in every association, there are two things. In every association, only two things that goes on. You are taking or you are giving. Not the third thing. If you're not strong to give, you'll be weak to receive. So, devotees should associate with devotees. That is encouraged throughout the Vedas. Sadhu, sanga, not do sanga. Sadhu, sanga. Sadhu. Associate with sadhu. Why? You will become like a sadhu. So it's advice to do that. Have you seen demons associating with devotees? Have you seen? Demons associating with devotees? They will associate with themselves because they have things in common. So devotees will have something in common with devotees. So associate with devotees. Sadhu. Sadhu. And the essence of association with sadhu is continuous hearing. That hearing will keep us drinking the pleasure, the nectar. That is the process. To drink, you must continuously hear from sadhu, the nectar which is flowing. Yes. Even material people, not even devotees, materialists, those are wise, realize. They know these things. Show me a friend. Huh? I would know who you are. Yes. So if we are associated with, this is how you know a devotee. A devotee is attracted to devotees. So you know, yeah, this is a devotee. He has no interest in associating with non-devotees. Materialistic people whose association is contaminating. Devotee would not like to keep this. It's one of the ways to understand we're making advancement. Would be uncomfortable in association with non-devotees. We feel comfortable the moment they say those Jai, Haribo. I was in pain. Now I get relief. I'm seeing devotee. That is why it is very, very dangerous to see a devotee and not feeling happy. Very dangerous. Very dangerous. So Kulaśekhara Maharaj said, my dear man, please don't stop drinking the pleasure of associating with the Supreme Personality of Godhead who carry conscience and the lotus flower. He is the killer of Mura demon. He will kill the Mura Sura in our hearts. If we do that. Mura Sura. But what I'm describing, how he is a powerful engineer. He constructed his house in such a way that enemy cannot penetrate there. Gaseous substance and electricity. The barbed wire was electrified. Our barbed wire is only iron we put. Burasura, his own is with electricity. If you touch it, he had gone. So even you cannot get him, even to get him, you would die before you even get to him. The way he has protected himself. All security measures were in place. And he specifically mentioned Murashura, and he describing Krishna in connection with the pastime. He has Sudarshan chakra, and he has the lotus flower. He didn't mention the remaining things. The remaining two weapons that Krishna used. He mentioned two. Krishna used Sudarshan chakra to cut off all the defense measures he has put in place. Krishna destroyed all of them. Destroy everything, put up all the electricity he put around. Krishna destroyed all, even all the gaseous substances. Krishna destroyed all with Sudarshan chakra. And he finished that. When Krishna finished that and he entered really into it, he was shocked. He said, why? Who has the power to enter here? You have not seen somebody to enter that place. But Krishna entered there. And Krishna carried his wife with him. Usually, you are not, if you are not going to party, if you are going to fight, don't carry a wife. If you are going to party, you carry a wife. But here, Christian carry his wife. And he's sitting right behind him. If Christian needs the weapon, who will pay for it? The person behind. But Krishna doesn't mind because nothing will pass through him. Nothing can pass through him. Everything ends with him. Nothing can pass through him. Nothing is beyond him. Everything ends with him. he was not disturbed that he carried his wife with him. And Krishna killed Murasura, his own son. And Krishna himself, he was very, very happy to explain how he killed his own son because he had bad association. Krishna was speaking that himself. Usually it's a shame for you to start saying how you killed your own son. You won't tell people. You won't tell people that you killed your Santanu Maharaj told the Ganga, how can you be the killer of your own children? Are you a witch? What is this? Only a witch will kill her own children. Somebody should kill their own children, but you are killing your own children yourself, one after another. What are you? He didn't ask this, and when he was infatuated, he didn't ask the question. When infatuation wears off, then we can think properly. When we start paying for the result of infatuation, then we start getting sense. So suffering brings some purification and brings sense. Yes. That is the reason behind punishment. So when we get chastised, we get into difficulty, we are punished for doing something. Some intelligence will come to reason, why am I suffering like this? I should stop this thing and do something better. Yes. So Kulaśekhara, you should not stop it. From his own experience, this is purport, King Kulaśekhara is speaking of how delightful it is to think of Krishna. To think of Krishna. Destroy all distresses because it will purify the heart. If you think of Krishna, the heart becomes purified. If you think of mundane things, the heart becomes dirty. The heart becomes dirty. It will not become clean. It will remain dirty. But when we think of Krishna, the heart becomes clean. And as the heart is becoming clean, that is how we'll be getting pleasure. So we should think of Krishna to remove all the dirty things that is demarcating us from what is available, what is the real thing. So think of Krishna. So Krishna himself, he requested that. Man mana baba bat bhakto. Man yaji mam namaskuru. Mam ebai siyasit. Mam ebai siyasit. Satyam te pratijeno priyosime. Priyosime. Here Krishna is speaking. What is the result of thinking of Krishna? Pratijene priyosime. Become very, very, very dear to Krishna. Just see that. Become very dear to Krishna. One who is dear to Krishna has no material existence. One who is dear to Krishna. Krishna is showing the way to become dear to him. And that is what everybody wants in this world. Everybody wants to be dear to somebody or somebody very dear to us. We want that. And Krishna is saying, do it by thinking of me. Become my devotees. You worship me. In this way, you come to me. Krishna says, you come to me. He didn't say you go to somebody. You come to me. The process of going to Krishna. So it is pleasurable, it is pleasing, it is purifying, it is glorious. It is necessary for us to think about Krishna. If you don't think of Krishna, you remain contaminated. If you think of Krishna, you become purified, become pure. Pure. Because Krishna is supremely pure. So if you think of him, you become like him. That is sure. So we should practice thinking of Krishna by hearing continuously about Krishna. So we hear. That thinking is his greatest pleasure in life. As a king, he had access to many worldly pleasures, but they all counted as nothing compared to the meditation of the Lord's lotus feet. From experience, you can see that. It's experience. Nothing compared to Krishna. Nothing. There's nothing. We are not made to think of something except Krishna. Our existence is to think of Krishna. So it's a big mistake we have made to put ourselves in a situation where we are. This Krishna meditation is available for all, and the Supreme Lord and his representatives want everyone to enjoy it. Thus Lord Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, always think of me. Yes. This meditation is not only for philosophers or poets. Though Arjuna was a military man, Lord Krishna instructed him, remember me and fight. The Vedic literature prepared by Sri Vyasadeva and filled with narrations of the Lord and his devotees is meant to help us remember the Lord always. That is why Krishna did all the wonderful pastimes he did. So we can have something to meditate upon. They are unlimited. Unlimited. And not only that, after Krishna performed all these activities, he also empowered his devotee to put everything down, because he knows we are not going to be the same in ability to understand and hear about Krishna. Our brain will not take in Kali Yuga. Those days there are Srutidaras, but this time there is no Srutidaras. So something in a book. Even in a book, we still have difficulty understanding it. Yes. So this is the message of Krishna. That not only that he did these activities, he still also empowered his own devotee, put everything down. Not only that, he also empowered his devotee, keep speaking about them. So Krishna's mercy continues to flow. This is Krishna's mercy. Mother Yashoda and Nanda Maharaj, they did heavy meditation. The Brahma came to them and said, what do you want? So we want Lord Krishna to appear. We want Krishna to come as our son. That is the reason. Not to appear as our son to gratify our senses. Krishna will appear as our son so that he will perform activities that will benefit the whole world. The whole world will benefit from Krishna's coming to this world. For that reason, they engage themselves in severe austerities. Severe austerities. Heavy austerity. One cannot do something like that for somebody. Only a pure devotee can do that. They can make sacrifice that they're not getting anything from. Who will work in the company, there's no money at the end. Even our so-called friendship, who will maintain a friendship if there's nothing expected? Friendship, material friendship does not exist. It does exist only if there is something I'm getting from you, you're getting from me. This is what we call friendship. And when that is not there, bye. But look at devotees. They perform austerity to bring Krishna here to come and bless us, so they can perform austerity. So Devaki and Vasudeva, they were speaking to Krishna. See, we are also mother and father, but Nanda and Yasoda, they are better than us. We perform austerity to get here as our son. She can free us from material existence. We'll go back to Godhead. But Nanda Maharaj, they perform austerity to bring you here, to do activities which will benefit the whole world. Let people get connection to you. You can send people back to Godhead. That's all we want. So they are exalted. They are exalted. They are exalted. This is how devotees function. They are always selfless. An act of compassion. Sanatana Swami say true compassion does not have anything attached to it. Nothing attached to it. True compassion is free from condition. It's free. Free, it is pure. Nothing expected. For the benefit of others. Somebody making such a heavy austerity. Yes, because they are pure devotee, they can do that. So Prabhupada mentioned that Sachadama is the expansion of the material, expansion of eternal potency. Since he's very kind by nature, it's not a difficult thing. Not a difficult thing. For a pure devotee to suffer for conditions, so it's not wonderful. Just like it's not wonderful for a wonderful thing for Krishna to leave the mountain. It's nothing. Or to kill Murasura, that is nothing. It's a pleasure. That's a pleasure. So see what Krishna did. His mercy is flowing. He gave his devotees the chance to write it, and he also gave his devotees to continue to speak. So speaking about Lord Krishna continuously for the benefit of human beings is a duty of pure devotees. These books teach us how to divert our mind from ordinary thoughts, which are filled with business, entertainment, speculation, and the like, and fix it on the Supreme Lord in his personal future. Otherwise, numerous worldly thoughts will absorb us. News of politics, for instance, is always bombarding us through television, radio, and the print media. Also, our personal economic affairs are themselves fully absorbing. And to put up with anxieties, we can take part in diversions like videos, music, intoxication, and sex stimulation. Wasting time with the mundane thought is nothing new, but today the pace, variety, and intensity of diversions grabbing for our attention seems to have increased. Our that scientists are increasing our anxiety every day. They are increasing our anxieties every day. Every day. Every day. Hmm? What is the function of a cell phone? What is the function? Huh? What is the function of a cell phone? Huh? Make a call. Is it not? Okay, now you have iPhone.
Facebook.
What would they do? All the varieties, what would they do? Would they do something different? The same thing, make a call and receive call. But there are so many varieties. And we are struggling. Next iPhone, right? I have got 13. The next is 14. After 14, 15. After 15. When are we going to have peace from these scientists? Constantly putting us in anxiety, and we are running. Every time they push us, we are running. Get it. You're 18, you are backward. This is yesterday. Look forward. Why are you backward? Look forward. Can't you see? 14 is available now. If you get it, be happy. We forget that the 13 didn't make me happy. Why will 14 make me happy? We'll not remember that. Just go on. This we will get every day. Right? Always running. Always running. Where we should run to, nobody look at it. We should run to Krishna, but nobody remember that. Look at our city. There's so many billboards everywhere. Is it not? Have you seen one billboard showing you to Hare Krishna temple? Even Hare Krishna devotees ourselves. Do we put signboard in our temple, directing people to our temples? That's how powerful we are. That's how conscious devotee we are. We should be conscious of Krishna, but see how conscious of Krishna we are. But we know all the demonic heroes, not heroes in Bhagavatam, the demonic heroes, the sport heroes, the music heroes, the movie heroes. You know their names, is it not? You know their names. But our heroes in Bhagavatam, 𝐤𝐢𝐧𝐝. 𝐶𝐻 Goswami, 𝐶𝐻 Goswami. 𝐻𝐴. Who hears about 𝐻𝐴? Goswamis. We hear about our mundane heroes, dead people. I don't know dead people, they are all dead people. Living dead. His Holy Bhakti said they are living dead. You understand? Living dead. What is their value? To constantly put others in anxiety. Is that life? Thus, although meditation on God is as essential as ever, one may conclude that it is impossible nowadays. However, by the grace of Srila Prabhupada and the Krishna consciousness movement he founded, we can absorb the mind in thought of the Lord even in this age, simply by Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And Mukunda-mālā-stotra. Yes. Every day. Every day. Every day. One of my heroes in Krishna consciousness is Kulaśekhara. You see, in the beginning, I didn't talk about him because if I talk about him, it makes me feel somehow. I didn't talk of his ecstatic devotion. I avoided it deliberately. Forgive me for that. So yes, so we have this beautiful, wonderful book. How many of us have read this book before today? Only 2 of us. Just imagine. This is how conscious of Krishna we are. So this nectar is carefully avoided. What is the offense? What is the offense Prabhupada has made by giving us this wealth, imperishable wealth? This is imperishable wealth. He gave to us. See. We should enjoy these things. This is enjoyment. We want to enjoy this enjoyment. Yes. If one lives in a city with an ISKCON temple, one can directly visit the deity of Lord Vishnu, as King Kulaśekhara did. Even on the way to work, one may find time to stop and briefly see the Lord in the temple. If one lives far from a temple, one can still read the Prabhupada's books, correspond with devotees, listen to devotional recordings, subscribe to regular Krishna consciousness publications, and of course, chant the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra alone or with friends. Thus, in this and many other ways, meditation on Krishna is available to those who want it. That is true. Here, King Kulaśekhara specifically mentioned meditation upon the feet of the Lord. Such meditation implies humility and indicates that the meditator desires shelter under the Lord's protection. Indeed, the Lord's lotus feet symbolize that shelter. Elsewhere, the Vedic literature describes the Lord's lotus feet as umbrellas, shielding the devotee from material life. So a devotee is satisfied meditating on the Lord's feet, although he sometimes meditates on other parts of the Lord's body. We should remember, however, that although the lotus feet of the Lord symbolize the total shelter he extends towards his devotees, there is nothing symbolic about them. They are always to be thought of in a personal, literal sense. Once, some Hatha Yoga student asked Prabhupada if there was a sastric reference, specifically stating that transcendentalists who regard the absolute truth as impersonal will fall down. Prabhupada quoted the following verse from Srimad Bhagavatam 10:2-32. O lotus-eyed one, O lotus-eyed Lord, although non-devotees who accept severe austerities and penances to achieve the highest position may think themselves liberated, their intelligence is impure. They fall down from their position of imagined superiority because they have no regard for their lotus feet. After quoting the verse, Prabhupada said, feet means person. In conclusion, then, we should have firm faith that the absolute truth is the supreme person, Krishna, that his body is all blissful, and that his feet are worth meditating upon. So this verse, it is mentioned here. O lotus-eyed Lord. Although non-devotees who accept severe austerities and penances, they accept severe austerities and penances. Drona and Dhira, they also perform severe austerity, 40,000 years. 40,000 years, when they leave, fall down, then they pick that as their food. For 40,000 years. For 20,000 years, they stop taking anything, only air. Is that austerity or not? But this verse condemns austerity here. So how do we understand that? The same word, severe austerity. Is that severe or mild? Very, very severe. 40,000 a year, not 4 days. We do business plan check-up for 5 days. Everybody is half day. 40,000 years. The leaf, when the leaf falls down, not the fresh one, the dry leaf when it falls, they pick that and eat. Huh? That the austerity they did. So it is said here, severe austerities and penances to achieve the highest position may think themselves liberated. The intelligence is impure. Drona and Dhira's intelligence is impure? Huh? I'm asking. So how do we understand this verse? This verse condemns that. And we see a devotee, such exalted devotee, not a neophyte devotee. They did also, even severe, more severe than the non-devotees. So how do you understand this? Whether you are a yogi, you are a bhakta, whatever, what you are looking at this facility, what is the problem? What should we understand from this verse? That was my question. What should we get from this verse? If a devotee read this verse, what is the next thing? Both Bhagavatam Prabhupada did not authorize austerity, so don't do it. Is it not? It's from 10th canto of Bhagavatam. So why they did? Why they did? They did something which is outside the scripture. You are speaking on this verse, somebody answered this question. Hey, Prabhu, see, this is what the verse said. And they give you also the same example. See, Drona, Dhira, they did austerity against this process. What to say? So Prabhupada is speaking on 551 Bhagavatam. Lord Seventh Day is speaking for austerity. Satya is did. Austerity is meant for purifying the heart. And he said, why? Because the heart is dirty, need to be purified. And Prabhupada went to support the Bhim. He said, not like you come is Hiranyakasipu austerity. He performed austerity to disturb devotees, but austerity to purify the heart. That is necessary. To purify the heart, to become a better devotee, that is necessary. That is not what we are condemning. Austerity for boosting one's false ego. Austerity so I can become a better person to this all of you. If you do something, if you make me angry, immediately I send Brahmaster on my train. That is demonic. That is demonic. So there are two types of austerity: transcendental and demonic austerity. Demonic austerity should not be done. Even Bhagavad Gita condemned that. Say that austerity that tortured the super soul and the atma and the body, that is demonic. But austerity which purifies the heart, become a better devotee, that is wanted. That should be done. Yes. Hare Krishna. Comments? Questions?
A cultural father is supposed to correct his son when he is in bad association.
Yes.
And in our material context, if the father kills his own son, it is considered as stone-heartedness. So, any reason for Krishna killing his own son instead of improving or correcting him?
Krishna himself, he said, not only giving birth to Mura, Krishna said, I trained him in good consciousness. I trained him. He was perfectly trained. With all the training, he had bad association and he became demon. Now he is Murasura. So I killed him to teach the world the truth. Krishna didn't say, oh, he's a child. Oh, he's a child. No. He's trained nicely. A devotee once asked such a matter. You are chastising a boy. Suppose you know he's a supreme person of God. Will you do this? She said, he can be supreme, he can be anybody. He's my child. My duty is to train him. I want him to be a good Brahmana. His father is a Brahmana. He must be a good Brahmana boy. That is my responsibility. Is the Godhead, that is okay. That is all right. But as my son, the Supreme God has become my son, I must train him in good behavior. Yes? That is being responsible. That's being responsible. Responsible people behave properly. They don't listen to nonsense and forget their duty. Even materially speaking, my father is a Kshatriya. He's powerful. So he shouts, and everybody will bow down when he shouts. So people will complain, you shout so much, say you are a fool. If you want to correct me, you should come to the house and see why I'm shouting before you can correct me. You are correcting me from outside, you are a fool. Come and see what is making me to shout, then you can correct me. So somebody is correcting a child and says, oh, they're hard-hearted. What does that mean? They are fools. And you listen to them, also you're a fool. Such a mother didn't say, oh, people are going to blame me for correcting my child. She didn't do that. She says, my child, I must train him properly. Yes. And when people came to complain to Jagannath Mishra, your boy is terrible. He cannot allow us to bathe in Ganga. One man said, you know, Mishra, when I sit down to do my Gayatri, your son came and poured sand on my body. So I stopped meditation because I'm contaminated. Another person said, when I enter into Ganga, inside Ganga, I'm mumbling my Gayatri. Your son came under the water and dragged my feet from. It broke my meditation. Another man came and said, your son took my Bhagavad Gita. My Gita was written about Krishna. Your son took the Gita away from me. He didn't give it back to me. Another person said, I put all the paraphernalia for worshipping Lord Vishnu. As soon as I entered the water to do purification before coming, your son had taken everything. I sat on the asana which I kept for Lord Vishnu. He sat there. This is what your son does every day. He cannot allow us to peacefully do our practice. Another man said, as I finished bathing and I was going, your son will come from the back. He will come from the back gently. And boy! In this way, he constantly harasses. We cannot have peace because of your boy. We know you are a Brahmana. Why your son is not a Brahmana? He's not a gentle boy. Jagannath is hearing this. Did he say, oh, he's a boy? Oh, he's a boy. All of you should just forget. He's a boy. Why? He's a child. Why are you complaining? I remember once from France to New Delhi. France to New Delhi. One Muslim boy cried, dropped out. Right from the beginning, we boarded the people, we got down, the boy cried. It was terrible. Terrible, crying. Save me from France to New Delhi. Crying. I was sitting 3 lanes behind. So I can tolerate. Those who were right there. At a point in midnight, the man shouted, what is this? Can't we take rest? What is this? We are going to continue like this? The woman didn't say, the wife didn't say, the mother didn't say. The father said, don't you have a son also like this? You don't have a child also like this? He's a child. So the child can do like this. Right? From France to New Delhi. The boy did not stop crying for a moment, continuously crying. He says he's a boy, he's a child. But when 𝐾𝐻 Messiah got the complaint, did he say it's a boy? It's a child. Don't you have like this in your house? Why you come to complain? Your own child doesn't behave like this in the house yet. I come to complain. He didn't do that. He took his cane. How can my boy do this? Disturbing brahmanas? The whole. As soon as the men were complaining to 𝐾𝐻 Messiah, the ladies came to Sachimata. You know, your boy said he want to marry me. Sachimata said, keep quiet, you were listening. You see what? Another girl said, when we, this is 𝐶𝐴𝐼𝐻 Mahaprabhu, not Krishna. 𝐶𝐴𝐼𝐻 Mahaprabhu did even worse than Krishna, the mischief. For Krishna, he came as a Krishna, he is a supreme person. For 𝐶𝐴𝐻 Mahaprabhu, he came as a devotee, but what he did was worse than Krishna when he came as a supreme person of Godhead. One lady said, you know, we're bathing in the Ganga. By the time we came out, your son carried all our saris, go and mix with the duties of the men. He mixed all of them together. When we came out, where's my sari? Where's my sari? Where's my daughter? Everybody was in society. And we have to all come together naked with each other. This is what a boy does. Your boy is a brahmana. Is that activity of a brahmana? See what he's doing. Another girl said, your boy came when we put our paraphernalia for worshipping Durga. Your boy said, you should use all the things to worship me. If you don't do it, I'll curse you. You're going to marry ugly man. He does this every day. But the difference is that as he complained like this to such a matter, and they all complained to 𝐾𝐻 Messiah. When 𝐾𝐻 Messiah came with anger, the same people, they ran back to the Ganga and told 𝐶𝐴𝐻 Mahaprabhu, see, your father is coming here to beat you. You should go this way. The same people. So he says, people ran. But before he left, he told his boyfriend, tell my father I have never come today. Tell my father I have never come today. All of you are waiting for me. I say, yes. Jagannath came there with cane, very angry. Where is Nimai? We are waiting for Nimai. He has not come today. We are just waiting for Nimai. He has not come today. I just got a complaint. Nimai. I just got a complaint. No, we are waiting for him. The whole day today we are waiting for him. After school we didn't see him. And Jagannath came back to the house. And Nimai is sitting there. All the ink, a child, those days we used to use a fountain pen. The ink will stand in your hand with the cloth, with the dust. He saw everything on Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's body. It is true that he had not gone. See, his body is still dirty from the dust and the ink on his hand and his cloth. But why do people complain about him? And Chaitanya was sitting there looking at his father. This is a transcendental boy, so his son is different. His own activity gives pleasure. So the matter was solved. Because he cannot talk to him, he didn't see anything. He didn't see anything that proved that the complaint he got was correct. So he didn't beat, and Chaitanya was smiling. He can go and take a bath. He says, Father, I'll go. And then he went. He went back to go and meet his friends. Hare Krishna. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Kulaśekhara Maharaj ki, Did I go to Permanent? Oh, glorious assembled devotees.